Eastern Conference. Detroit is still the 1 seed. I'm going to whip it out for you right now. So Detroit, we trailed Detroit. We're tied with Boston. Knicks and Celtics are both 31 and 18, 5.5 games behind Detroit. Detroit's the team to beat in the East. They're the team to beat. Then you got Toronto at the 4 seed. They're 30 and 21, but we beat them, 2 or 3 times? Cleveland, 7 and 3 over their last 10, is now the 5 seed. And Philly 6 at 27 and 21. Now, Paul George has been suspended for PEDs, so that might change. Orlando, they've been a mess. 5 and 5 in their last 10. They're in the 7 spot. And then you have Miami at 8, 27 and 24, 6 and 4 over their last 10. Again, Miami wants Giannis. So we'll see what happens there. Then Atlanta rounds it out at 24 and 27. They're the only team that's under 500. And they're 4 and 6 in their last 10. And you got Charlotte. They've been playing well. 8 and 2 in their last 10. They're a game and a half outside of Atlanta for the final play-in spot. And Milwaukee, they're done. They're cooked. They're going to be in the lottery. And that pick goes to, I believe that goes to Portland. So they gave up that pick and it's going to Portland. My God. They're a disaster. Milwaukee's been a disaster. And if you want to extend the standings, out west, OKC, still number 1. 38 and 25. Denver, who we'll see on Thursday, I believe, 33 and 26 at the 2 seed. San Antonio, still right there at the 3 seed, 32 and 16. So they only trailed Denver by a half a game. And you got Houston, who's been playing well, 7 and 3 in their last 10. They're a game and a half outside of San Antonio. I think that's going to hold. And then you have Minnesota, who's won 4 straight, but are still 5 and 5 in their last 10. So those are your top 5 teams out west. Phoenix is 6th. Lakers are all the way down to 7. And they're 10 games over 500. So the West is sort of contracting a little bit. And you're seeing the teams, the better teams get, kind of just stay there. Because outside of that, you got Golden State and then everybody else, Portland and the Clippers, they're under 500. And Dallas is like 4. I think Dallas is a lottery team again. I don't know if they own their own pick this year. I'm not sure. Golden State is at the A seed, 27 and 23. I mean, they are what they are. They are what they are. So that's the way it looks. I mean, again, I think the Knicks' biggest problem right now is Detroit. I think that's the team you got to worry most about. To me, they're the best team in the East. They've been the best team for a while now. And, they've shown it all year. They have the second best record in the NBA. So they've kept it up. And they're still searching for another power forward. Now, they have all their picks. They could trade Tobias. They do that, they're going to be really scary. Very scary. But let me see. I'll go on X. See if I could share this screen. See if we got any Knicks videos up. We'll save for some Mike Brown or anything like that. Let's see if we can get to that. All right. Let me see what I could do here. Let me get rid of that. All right. Then we're going to let me pull up X. All right. So there's Brunson right there. 12 points, 13 assists, 7 rebounds. So despite not shooting the ball well, he still found other ways to beat us. And that's what an MVP caliber player does. 12 points, 13 assists, 7 rebounds. He was 4 of 15 tonight from the field. Let me pull that up. Let's see. I think Josh Hart's right here. 20 points for Josh Hart. Only 4 rebounds, which is surprising. 2 assists. But the defense of Hart was insane. He was insane on defense. So shout out to Josh Hart there. How many steals he had tonight? Let's see. Only 1 block, no steals. OG had 3 steals. Surprisingly, Hart with only 4 rebounds. That's crazy. And yet we still out-rebounded the Lakers. Shout out to the Knicks. Cat, plus 23. 11 and 13, 4 assists, 2. He had a great pass tonight. And I think it was the third quarter. He kicked it out to Shaman. He had another one that OG dunked. Cat's been passing really well. Shout out to Cat. Playing as a teammate. Best thing ever happened in the Knicks. And then you got OG. 25 points, 3 steals, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. How many blocks did OG have tonight? Let's see. No blocks. Hart had that big block in the third quarter. I think it was on Gabe Vincent. If you saw that, second or third quarter. Then we have my man, Shaman. 23 points, 3 rebounds, but 6 of 10 from 3. Huge for him. Cat was the high man in the plus-minus, plus 23. OG was a plus 21. Brunson plus 11. Hart plus 7. Bridges only a plus 3. Bridges had a bad game, but 0 of 6 from 3. 2 assists. Only 1 steal. Did he have any turnovers? No turnovers. So I'll take that. Take that from Bridges. I thought he played really good defense. Yeah, so that's that. Let me remove this. So I don't really need that anymore. But overall, just to recap, Knicks back to playing their brand of basketball. Back to being connected. Back to holding everybody accountable. Back to playing team ball. Getting rebounds, getting stops. The defense is there. And you could see it just with the eye test. The defense is back. Their point of attack is on fire. Even in their secondary defense, picking up guys, covering guys, covering the perimeter, the three-point line. It's back. They're playing hungry on the defensive end. And that's good to watch. Because we watch how many games in a row where they were just done. They were lazy. They were just giving up on defense. Letting guys just stroll through the lane. Not tonight. These guys have taken it personally. And that's what I like. That's what I like. Take it personal. Get mad. Want to win. Get those 50-50 balls. Dive into the crowd. Do whatever it takes. Get that possession. And that's what we've been doing. And that's how we're winning. On defense and effort. Give me 1 second. One second as I go here. Hold on. All right. Hold on just for 1 second. I'm having some audio issues. Oh, I think you guys can hear me better now. All right. My mic wasn't on, so sorry about that. So just to touch up, shout out to everybody in the room, by the way. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. Garden City Knicks, you already know. Garden City Media. So just to recap, man, the Knicks are back. All right, I'm going to say it. We're back. This is who the Knicks are. When this team is locked in defensively, the game changes, period. Point blank, period. When the Knicks lock in on defense, we are a different team. They're talking, they're switching, they're helping, they're recovering. 5 guys moving as one. Not freelancing, not lazy closeouts, just discipline and violence at the point of attack. Guards getting swallowed. Wings getting forced into bad decisions. Big seeing 3, 4 bodies if they think about driving into the paint. That's how we've been playing defense over these last 6 games. And it's not just the effort. We're playing with smarts and IQ. They're jumping in the passing lanes without gambling. They're tagging rollers, and they're still getting back to the shooters. They're forcing teams to play late clock, uncomfortable basketball. We are getting these guys. How many times tonight did we watch the Lakers take a shot with like 3 seconds left on the clock? We are making teams uncomfortable, forcing them into late clock shots. Uncomfortable basketball. The kind that makes good offenses like the Lakers looks average. They looked average tonight, especially in the second half. We did our job. And when we play like that as one, everything changes. Everything changes. So, this isn't try-hard defense. This is the Knicks' identity returning to form. A team that plays defense, that covers point of attack, that plays physical. This is the type of defense we saw to Tom Thibodeau in the playoffs versus Boston. When the Knicks defend like this, they don't need to be perfect offensively. They can just grind you down, possession by possession, until they break you. And that's playoff basketball. That's what matters in May. And if this defense continues, if the Knicks keep this up and this travels, nobody besides Detroit, nobody in the East wants this matchup because we're physical. That's it. This is not January anymore. We're looking like a team that's turned a corner. We're looking like a playoff caliber team. We are now beating contenders, something we did not do last year. Defense. It starts and ends with defense. The offense is going to be there. We keep this up, we're going to take out Detroit too. Let's hope we add one more piece to the bench and that's it. But without further ado, I got my special guest, my guy, my partner in crime, Top Bunk. What up, Top? You're muted, brother. Unmute.
What's up?
AF fan, you got the Knicks fan TV hat on. You came to play. What's going on, brother?
I gotta represent, man. Gotta represent. How you doing, bro? How you feeling about this win, man? It's the first win against the Lakers in the Garden since 2021, man.
It's been that long. I knew it's been 3 years. It's been 4 years, actually.
It's been 4 years. Yep.
So 2022. Yeah. Oh my God. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And
remember, they didn't have LeBron when we played them.
I was very impressed, Top.
Very impressed. Very impressed. Before we get into any of the plays or stats, I think if you pay attention to what Jalen Brunson said in his post-game interview, he basically said, we're playing with each other, we have each other's backs, and we're holding each other accountable.
Yep.
And you say what you want about Karl-Anthony Towns and him not being the scorer that we need him to be. If you're paying attention to the game, you're not box score watching. Watch what he does when he's not scoring.
He's engaged.
Extra passes. Watch him actually. Again, he was aggressive tonight when he got in the paint. Now, of course, there were calls that he should have gotten. Today was a game where I actually got to commend him for the complaining, because although it does sound annoying, you go back and look at those replays. They were slapping him, and he wasn't getting calls. So I do got to give him the edge on that part when it comes to his complaining to the refs, because they were a lot of calls that they were not making for him, that if a LeBron was to do that exact same move, they would have gave it to LeBron with that. And I'm not comparing the players, but again, we always talk about refs trying to be fair. Let's be fair, because he's a big dude. He's always in the paint, and they're slapping him. You got to give him the call. But other than that, the fact that he is out here trying to make the extra passes, spreading the floor when he doesn't have the ball, setting those picks. I mean, you saw earlier in the first quarter, Jalen Brunson was giving them a bounce pass to post up and try to do something. So it's not like they're not trying to involve him; they are. He just needs to be a little bit more engaged. But in terms of everything else, he's locked in. So once you get the scoring aspect of Karl Anthony Towns, this team is much different. And the fact that they're winning like this without him scoring the ball consistently, it just tells you that in the playoffs, everything can click one by
Yeah.
one. And that's all you need. Again, we've talked about it. They're in once this all-star break is done, this is where the gears are going to start going. And if they're at least getting back to their natural play of basketball, to where they're like, all right, boys, we're at least clicking now. We got the all-star break. Let's pick up where we left off and let's dominate. Let's dominate and let's get to April where we really got to play our best basketball and try to go win a chip. So again, you like what you saw because it was a team basketball thing. I mean, hell, you like the fact that Tyler Kolek was out there trying to facilitate and making big shots. I mean, Landry Shamet shooting the hell out of the
Oh
ball from
my
the
God.
perimeter. I mean, everything was, and again, they didn't have Jalen Brunson's best offensively. But what was Jalen Brunson doing? Being a facilitator, being a general, making sure the ball was moving correctly. Again, guys are playing their key. Guys are playing a team. It was a team basketball win tonight. No,
Yeah.
nobody was playing selfishly, and you gotta love it. You gotta love
Yeah. I mean, we held them again. What I've noticed during the streak, and great take, by the way. Great
it.
take.
Thank you. Thank
I loved it. I loved your take on Cat. That was spot on. You hit it on the head. But what you noticed, and during the streak, is we're now bullying teams in the second half as opposed to getting bullied in
you.
the
Right.
second half. Like, I don't know if you remember the Suns game in Phoenix. We
Oh,
got
we were
our
getting bullied.
asses kicked,
Mm-hmm.
bullied. And even they came back to MSG and did the same thing. So that's what I'm noticing. And look, tonight the numbers tell the story. We held them to 40% from the field in the second half, and we shot 52%. I didn't even count the 3-pointers. There's so many red X's on this from the Lakers. I can't even count. But
Right.
we did our job, man.
Right.
41% from the field overall. Let me actually count up right now. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And it wasn't easy.
So they were like 5 of 23 of something from three. And
Yeah.
like, come on, man. Like,
Yeah, man.
wow.
It wasn't easy. I also tweeted, if you guys remember, in that first quarter, the Lakers were killing us in the paint. The Lakers, when Mike Brown called the timeout, I think we were down 23-19, and 12 of those 23 total points that they scored after that timeout was called were in the paint. They were killing us in the paint.
Yeah.
Well, as I had tweeted
But
that,
we
I was
won
like,
at the end of the day. We won in
no,
the
no, no, no.
battle.
Yeah. But again, being able to make those adjustments really matters. You know what I'm saying? This team, we know that this Knicks team, they don't start off well in the first quarter, but it's how you make your adjustments and it's how you read the court and how you read the defense and how they're playing you and how you're able to pick up and transition on both sides of the court where it works for this team. It's not, again, they live by the motto. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Of course. Of course. Oh, wow. Huh.
Do
You
you
want to
guys
you want to
think
take that one? I think
Do you guys think Cat will get traded? No, and I'll give you a couple reasons. One, if he's playing like this, where he's not even affecting the team positively on a scoring wise, they're gonna look at that and they're gonna be like, listen, if I'm getting something from my wings and my captain and Cat's playing like that, I'm fine because eventually he's gonna find his momentum scoring wise, and then we're really gonna take off. Another reason is unless they have a team in their back pocket that is willing to take Cat's contract and they're getting something that equals his value or even better, they're not trading him. You can't
now
do you can't the thing that I'll say is this because I spoke about it on my post game show when we played who do we play before we played last who do we play last
Philly
time we played I think it was Philly that
Raptors.
no I didn't do the Raptors, it was Philly. When I did my post game video for the Philly game, I spoke about the trade situation. Unless the Knicks and the Bucks really want to do a trade for trade, It's not really gonna happen. And again, Shams Charania already came out and told everybody what the Bucks want. The Knicks don't have what the Bucks
No.
want. They don't. And I'm not gonna give up
And
as
they
much
and
as
let me
everybody
top
hates
not
McHale.
to cut you off, but right now
Mhm.
I think the Bucks owe Portland their pick this year.
They do.
That's going to be
They
a
do. Yes, they
lottery
do.
pick. You realize that, right?
Exactly. So again, if I'm the Knicks, I love Giannis. I think Giannis will make us a better team, even if he's here. But as much as we love McHale, and I know he's inconsistent, the 5 first-round picks that he gave up for McHale puts you in a deep spot to prevent you from getting a superstar like him. Otherwise, we'd probably be setting up for a Giannis trade right now to go get him.
Right. But
Because
I mean,
Giannis,
if we had a couple more, like to answer this question, Jennifer, I don't think Cat's going to get traded. The only way I think he gets traded is if we get Giannis or it really, really improves the team. Like, I just don't see
right,
it. Like, it's got to be like yeah, that guy's going to help us win a championship. I
right.
think the
Which
Knicks believe in
I
this
think he
team.
would. I think he would. The problem is like I said, the assets. We don't have the assets.
Yeah, yeah. I
You know what
mean,
I'm saying?
unless OG's going to go out in that trade.
I wouldn't. I'm sorry, bro. He's right now. He's playing at the top of his game, and you got to ask yourself: am I gonna break up 3 to 4 years worth of chemistry that I have with OG, where we're building, where we're getting somewhere with him, and then bring in a fresh new guy who, yes, he is one of the best players in the league, but we don't know if he's gonna mesh well with Jalen Brunson. That
Right.
might be another cat. That might be another cat and Brunson situation even worse. You know what I'm saying? Where everybody was having conversations like, "Oh, Cat and Jalen Brunson really don't mix." That might be worse. So
Right.
why take that risk now?
It's
Where
working though, Top. It's working right
no,
now.
but that's why I wouldn't move it. If I'm gonna have a sit down with Cat, let's say if Cat right now feels happy again, right? But you're gonna have one more conversation with him. I'm gonna be like, yo, bro, we're not gonna trade you. Why? Because you and Brunson are starting to figure it out, and we're already halfway through the season. We got 3 more months left and we're done. We're in the playoffs. That's it. Anything can happen at this point. So why take that risk? I think people are just so ready to jump out the window and they're ready to hold anything on Leon Rose because he's Leon Rose. And it's
5
like you have to
picks.
do this, you have to do that. No, at the end of the day, he doesn't. Want to know why? Because what if in the offseason, if we don't win a chip this year, then you in the offseason, if you want to, be like, all right, you know what? let's trade let's trade from him in the summer. That way he comes into us starting the season and the chemistry can begin from the beginning of the season. If they want to do that, they can. That's a better risk. But doing it now while the chemistry is there and you're already halfway through, it doesn't make any sense. What they could do small moves. Go get yourself Jose Alvarado. Go get
Oh, now
yourself
you're answering the question. I appreciate
right.
that.
Go get yourself. Hey, this dude from Jeremy Sohan. Go get yourself a Trey Murphy. Go get you.
I don't think we
Hell,
could get Trey Murphy.
I,
I hope.
I
I
don't think so.
wish.
Oh, what about this? What about this? I know it's another scoring guy. Sadiq Bey.
I would love to get him, but again, what's the asking price of him? He's a starter. He's on a great contract. You
Right, you're
know,
gonna have
and
to. Right,
and
right, right, right,
to
right.
answer this,
Mhm.
what do I think we need? Crypto. I think we need another scorer because
Yeah,
Jordan Clarkson now, who's been a big part of this team, getting the cup at
not playing.
least, he's
Mhm.
not playing anymore.
Which
So
I think, by the way, they're doing
I
him
think we
dirty.
need another scorer. So that's
Right,
what I think we need. Now,
they're doing
who
him
that
dirty. By the way,
is,
Eddie. I hope you know what's going on. They're doing him so dirty. I don't
who's
know if there's
who's
Jordan
this?
Clarkson.
Yeah.
They're doing Clarkson dirty. This is a vet. This is a 6 man of the year. This is a guy that you brought in here to
Guy that
make
could
the
create
bench
his own
better.
shot.
And he was one of your guys that won you an NBA Cup.
Right.
Without those 3 buckets in the last couple minutes of the fourth quarter, you might not
Clutch
even
time.
get. He has came up in the clutch multiple times for the New York
Yeah.
Knicks this year. So for me, there must be some backstage politics going on, or maybe him and Mike Brown are not mixing well, and Mike Brown is making him suffer for it instead of having a conversation with this kid and like, yo, I want you to play. Let's fix this shit. But
I,
it's embarrassing.
you
He
know,
just
you know
pushed
what
the
is Top?
floor.
It's I think Mike Brown did this for defensive purposes. That's my best guess. And at Crypto, I'll answer this in a second. But to touch on the Clarkson thing, why I think what's going on is I think he's benching him for defensive purposes. And there was a time during that 2-9 stretch where he was shooting bad, Clarkson. But if you want to win an NBA championship, you're going to need a guy like that off your bench. So the best thing we could do is just get him in rhythm. Keep him in rhythm. He doesn't have to get 20 minutes, but give him, 10, 12 minutes just so he's, not on ice, because he's a guy that can hit a big shot. He's a guy that could create his own shot. He's a guy that could get to the cup. Nobody else besides Brunson can do that on this team. I'm sorry. That's true. That's a fact. So, yes, I'm with you. Jordan Clarkson needs to be part of this team. I know a lot of people disagree with that take, but without Jordan Clarkson, like you said, we're not winning that cup. So I think Jordan Clarkson can be used properly if he's used right. He's just kind of been blamed because of our, 2-9 stretch. I think he's sort of been scapegoated. And I think it's unfair, frankly.
It is. It's very unfair, but that's a good question by Crypto.
What do I mean, I think we need a scorer. Or if you got a guy like Sohan, how about this, Crypto? An upgrade. Just give me an upgrade somewhere. Like over Yazabelli. We could do an upgrade there. Okay, San Antonio doesn't want Yazabelli. How about we offer him 5 second-round picks and see how they feel? Throw him 5 picks, 5 second-rounders. 3, give him the Washington.
We do have second-rounders, yeah.
Because, that's what something like that. He's a valuable piece. He's signed to a great contract. That's what these guys go for. If he's going to cost 5 second rounds, I'm doing it, because you know what? Sohan could lock people down. Sohan puts people in jail, and he's another guy. If you face Detroit, you could put him on tape. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Detroit. I'm thinking long term. Get me Sohan. He's a piece, and he will put people in jail. Top.
Yeah.
That would be my top piece. But again, and he's fallen out of favor in San Antonio. It's not like he's been a big part of their success.
Right.
We'll see. Give me. I'm here. Just wait.
No. Yeah. I mean, Eddie's right. You got a guy that right now isn't really playing that much in San Antonio, because, like you said, they're really not using him because they found ways to win without him. But if you bring him here and you give him the minutes that he's owed, in a way, right? He comes off the bench. He provides you not only defense, but the guy could score. That's something people forget. So he could score. You put the ball in his hands. That kid could go get a bucket, which is why I'm still, I'm shocked that San Antonio is just looking at him like, whatever. I'm
trying to see his minutes per game, because I know it's down. I want to get it.
He hasn't really played that much. So it would be interesting.
It would be great to move Yabusele because the contracts match. I just don't know if San Antonio would be that quick to give up on him.
Yeah, but then it's like if unless they're telling him, yo, when we get to the playoffs, you're gonna start playing more minutes. What's the point of just having this kid there? See, you know what I think. San Antonio would do. I think they would give us. Call me crazy, but I think they would give us Sohan for Clarkson.
Well, the contracts don't match.
But if you can you add
or
another
Clarkson in the you can, but there's got to be a 2-4 though.
Okay. Because if you think about it, they're both in the same position in terms of really not seeing that much playing time.
Bro, his minutes, he's been slashed in half, Top. He went from 25 minutes a game last year. In his career, he's always been about 26. Well, 1 year he played 29 minutes. He's only playing 13 minutes a game, averaging 4 points. This was a guy that averaged, 11 for his career. Every year, 11, gets about 5-6 rebounds a game. He's not playing, not getting the assists, not getting the steals. I mean, looks like he's for the taking. I would do whatever that. So to answer that question, I would do whatever it takes to get Sohan in here.
I agree.
Because I think you could get him. Where Saddiq Bey, I don't think you could really get Saddiq, because Saddiq is making nothing and now he's starting. So
He
if
was a
you're New
starter, right?
Orleans,
Right.
right, he's starting. Do you want to give up a guy for, even though
So
you're
you
getting a lot of picks, do you really want to give up
right.
one of your starters kind of on the
Do
rise
do you
again?
think you think if he was the bench if he was their best bench player, it would be a little bit different because he's coming off the bench, or you
Of course,
still think it would
I
be
think it
hard?
would be. I think he'd be on the table if he was a bench player. The
He'll
fact that he's
fit
a
with it.
starter,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, making
It
that
drives
money,
up the
making
price.
nothing.
Right,
And
right.
remember,
It drives up the
he's
price. Yeah.
back to his ways in Detroit. Like he's playing like he was years ago. Like remember when he first
Oh,
came out, he was like, everybody's
he
like,
was
"Yo, Sadiq Bey,"
he's a
and then
killer, bro.
he got hurt.
Yeah.
He got
Mhm.
hurt. You didn't hear about him, and now you're starting to see
He
what
found
he
mhm,
was. I would love to
mhm.
get Sadiq Bey, but I just
Me
don't
too.
think they'll give him up. First round pick, maybe.
It's gonna be interesting when he becomes a free agent, what his contract is gonna look like.
I think he's going to get 20, 30 million dollars.
That's huge for him,
Like,
considering,
dude, if
again, he
IQ got paid, what did IQ get? 160? I could
oh,
see
he
him getting like a
Sadiq
RJ.
Sadiq could probably
Yeah.
get paid more. Nah, hell no. What?
Let me, matter of fact, I want to look up Sadiq's stats because I'm pretty sure he is having the best year since his just like rookie or first couple of years. Hold on.
Yeah.
I just had him. So here we go. Yeah, Sadiq's averaging 17, 6, and 2.
Right.
Shooting, well, he's shooting only 41%. Not shooting great from the three, but it's his highest points since 21-22 when he was with Detroit.
Okay.
Yeah, excuse me, 22-23.
Yeah.
I mean, last year he was shooting with Atlanta. He shot 40% from three. This is a guy that can hoop, bro. He can hoop. I think he'll get paid maybe not 30 million, but I could see him getting somewhere in like maybe something like 20 million, 18 to 20 million a year. Maybe
Right.
18 million a year, 4 years, 18 million, something like that.
Right. Right. I can see that. I can
Right?
definitely
Like
see that.
I don't think
I
that's
can definitely see that.
crazy. At
No,
30
I can
million was
definitely
a
see
little
that.
overbet. That's a little bit of an overpay. But yeah, I
I
could
can
see
definitely see
anywhere
that.
from 18 to like 20, low 20, something like that.
Yeah. I can
Again,
definitely
he's a
see that.
starter now.
Yeah. I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
Um.
What has been let me ask you this.
Mhm.
Do you think OG should have got the nod over Cap for the All-Star game? Because I kind of do.
I do. I do. Um. However, for me, that kind of goes out the window, considering, you know, Cat's been through a lot. And rightfully so. We always talk about holding these players accountable, and you got to hold them accountable for his inconsistencies. Um, but hopefully this, and I know people are like it shouldn't take this for him to turn around, but maybe this is where he wakes up and he starts dominating. And so be it. I'll
I think we
take
got
it.
a long way to go before Cat's. I think Cat has to just keep doing what he's doing, playing this connected brand, team brand ball. And
He
I
seems like
think
he seems
the
like he has
shot will
function.
come.
Yeah,
But I don't think it's gonna be something that will just snap back. I think it literally he needs to like rebuild himself. I think
right.
Cat needs to rebuild himself. I think he needs to rebuild his mentals. And I think by the time we get to April, that should be enough time for Karl Anthony Towns to literally get back to who he's been his entire
Yeah,
career. I don't think
yeah.
it's going to be easy. I don't think it's going to be fast. But
It'll
I
take
do
some
think
time.
getting
Yeah.
that all-star nod top, I think helps him a
Hmm.
tremendous amount. It
Yeah.
has to elevate his confidence. It has
Now,
to.
I will say this because I think Knicks fans tend to forget when we have a conversation about his game right now. Defenses are making that adjustment on him where they're trying to run him off the 3-point line. And you're noticing that. Just pay attention to where he gets the ball and how much pressure they lock in defensively when he's in the perimeter, because they know, he's gonna drive, he's gonna do the hook shit, he's gonna try, he's gonna create an offensive foul. Just let him be. They would rather him dominate in the paint than shoot him out the game. Now,
And that
when he reads that, and this is what he's doing now. This is why he's working now, because what he's doing is he's like, all right, listen, they're not going to give me no respect at the three. The last thing that I could do is try to force up a three and it doesn't go in. I gotta play smart. I gotta play aggressive. And if I can't find my way and score in the paint, then I gotta help my teammates and get them involved, and then I'll find my moments. Again, I'll give you an example. I'll say it again. First quarter, what was Jalen Brunson doing? Jalen Brunson wasn't trying to go 1-on-1. He saw Cat in the post, handoff. Saw Cat in the post again, handoff. Trying to get his second option involved in a different way because he knows, yo, defensively, they're reading that. And again, teams, and I'll say this whether you disagree with me or not, teams are going to let Jalen Brunson do whatever Jalen Brunson's going to do. It's the second option. They need to make sure that Cat is quiet as a mouse because at the end of the day, if both of them are going, and then all of a sudden OG and McHale start getting hot, Josh Hart starts facilitating, there's no stopping this team. But when you start eliminating the source of scoring, especially when your third and fourth scorers are not doing anything, that helps the other team. So they're going to try to eliminate his best weapon, which is his three. So Cat's making the adjustment of like, yo, I got to find ways to break down that defense. And if it doesn't involve me scoring, at least I'm facilitating and setting off-ball screens to try to get everybody else involved and try to get us scoring more. So,
I mean, look, what I like about what Cat has done is he's not trying to do too much. And honestly, I think there was a point in the season, especially during that stretch of 2-9, where Cat was trying to take over games by himself, trying to get calls made that weren't there. He was, trying to make up calls, trying to, play to the officials, trying to play at, a pace that wasn't his. He was getting rushed. He was shooting, bad shots. He was out of his own game. Now he's just playing, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to lead the team in rebounds. I'm going to get my second chance opportunities if I can. And I'm going to make what I can with ease. I'm going to I'm just going to take it easy. And that's what he's been doing. That's been the difference between 6-0 and 2-9. Is Cat's not trying to do too much, and he's not shooting us out of games. He's not doing stupid things with the refs. He is doing his job. Now, he's not been the number 2. He's not been the $53 million man, but he's helping his team win, play together, play connected, and holding and being held accountable, like you said. So that's a good thing.
Correct.
That's a good thing.
Again, being able to make adjustments within your offense, not having to be selfish, and you're seeing that you're loving that. I mean, again, it hypes me up when he's on the court and he's engaged. Again, he scored a bucket. He scored a putback off I think it was a I forgot who missed a shot, but he scored a putback. Lakers called timeout. He's there talking to the crowd, trying to get everybody involved. That's how you know he's feeling good. Again, in the beginning, he looked very out of it. He looked very upset. It came out. How many articles it came out? He wasn't happy, right? Because of the trade rumors. I get it. At the end of the day, this is a business. He needs to be able to understand that that's going to happen. At the same time, I also understand he wants to be here. He's formed a relationship with these guys. He wants to be here. He doesn't want to go. So people have to also take that into accountability. We can't just call him a bitch and be like, yeah, you complain for no reason. No, the fact that he wants to be here, I give him more respect than anything because he's showing his heart. He's like, yo, I want to be here. This team gave up some of their assets to bring me in. The assets that actually worked. If it wasn't for injuries, we probably would have made the Eastern Conference Finals with Dante and Randall. They took a
probably would have made the finals that year.
Or, even better, they were gelling so well from that.
We never beat Boston with that group, but I really think with iHeart and that squad, if everybody was healthy, I think that was our best team.
Bro,
hate to say it, but
there was no way. It looked like there was no way of stopping them. And then Randall got hurt, and then it was just they couldn't find their mojo again. Well, they kind of did after the 76ers, but then again they ran into Indiana, and it was just like Indiana was giving them problems. But I go back to this point to say that he at the same time, yes, we can all get mad at him for being upset and saying what he said. At the end of the day, this guy wants to be here. This guy wants to win. You think he forgets the fact that it took him to get us to Eastern Conference Finals? For the first, he's part of that. We can't just eliminate. He's part of the reason why we got.
He was a big part of the playoff success last year. Yes. Perfectly honest.
So
he helped us beat Detroit. Without him, we don't beat Detroit.
Absolutely. So especially the shots he was making in the Detroit series, he was going off. So again, I say that to say that the fact that he's willing to play a different style of basketball right now, which he wasn't doing in Minnesota because everything was ran through him and Anthony Edwards. I gotta respect him more than criticize him, because in this 6-game winning streak that we have seen, we're seeing a much better but different cat, where he's playing within the team, where he's trusting Mike Brown to put him in certain situations. But listen, you're not going to score as much because the defense is making an adjustment on you, but you're still going to be involved with everything else. And I gotta respect him for that, because again, this is a guy that wants to be here. He wants to win here, and of course, I'm gonna be upset too if the team that I want to win with is putting me in conversations,
Right.
in trade conversations. It's like, dude, number one, I can't get away from that because I'm on social media all the time. But number two, you would think, yo, if y'all trust in me, why put me in these conversations? So it's you got to look at it from both sides. I can't just look at it from a fan perspective. You got to look at it from his perspectives as well. These guys are still human beings. They come to work every day. They
Yeah,
play
of
their ass
course.
off. You gotta, like, I need Knicks fans to kind of understand that when it comes to this cat situation.
Yeah, look, I mean, just to touch on Nick's Mets point here, he's asked, will the Knicks trade Mitch or anyone? I don't think Mitch is going to get traded.
Nah,
I don't see that happen.
Mitch is here.
I know a lot
Yeah,
of
Mitch is
people
here.
on X and the spaces think he could get traded because Leon Rose tends to deal guys in the last year of his deal. But I'll say this: he didn't deal iHeart.
No, he
When he
didn't.
had
You're
the
right.
chance, right? So he didn't deal. He didn't deal. He did deal quickly. Uh,
Which was expected.
he, yeah,
Yeah, it was
that was
expected.
we weren't coming to the game. So
Yeah.
if anyone, if I had to guess who would get traded, it's got to be Yabu. I could see maybe a Clarkson getting dealt, like you mentioned. I could see, if it was the right person, maybe even Deuce getting dealt. If it was the right guy, yeah, I could see that.
That
But
that
that would
that
be
that
like a big
that one would
impact.
sting. That one would sting. The Dante one hurt. Like losing Drew hurt, but having to give up Dante, it hurt. So having to give up Deuce, and he's been playing before he got hurt. He was finding it in so many ways. You talk about another scorer, another scoring guard that you've built and you mold through his career, and he's finally getting it. To have to trade that, that would hurt. That
Sucks.
would hurt. Yeah, that would hurt.
I will say this though: if that deal would have to be a perfect deal for the Knicks.
So what
Like,
deal would you have that? Like if you said right now I have to trade Deuce McBride, but let me look at my options. What is a deal that you would trade Deuce McBride and say, yo, I will do that 100%?
it's got to be for a guy like either a big time center, like
So a Bam.
yes, he'd be in that deal, or
Mhm.
a big time scorer, Advia, something like that. Uh, Even the Marshall trade, I could see him being in that.
Oh, not Marshall from
Dallas,
Dallas. That
yeah.
he kills us all the time.
Yeah,
That kid
I
can
don't know
score.
if I'd do that deal, but I could see him being in that deal. Right?
Now,
Like, because he's,
right.
he's making a decent, I think he makes 7 or 8 million, something like that. Man, but if we were to get a big time scorer, I'd be okay with it. Like if we
You know,
got Advia,
there's
Advia,
of course. Here
or
when it
what's the
comes, because
guy? Who's the other guy on the Wizards? The
Sar,
one, who is it?
Alex Sar.
Alex Sarr. I could see that.
Yeah, but he's their best. He's their star player. He's their best
I
player.
don't think he's going anywhere. I'm saying if
That's
you
what I'm
ask
saying. Right,
me for a
right.
Deuce deal,
Here,
that would be it.
I'm gonna because I know you and me connect so well with Bam Adebayo and that option. You think a trade, and call me crazy, a Mitchell Robinson and Deuce McBride for Bam Adebayo and Davion Mitchell. Would that work? In
It won't
terms of
work. It won't work money
it won't, right?
wise because Bam's in the
Mm,
30s. It would OG would have to go out.
fuck, man.
Yeah, again. Miami's 3 games over 500.
Or 2 second-round picks. Can you add
Yeah,
that instead of
bro.
no?
It's maybe when Pat Riley retires,
Yeah, probably
maybe
do it right.
maybe
Yo,
that'll
you know what?
happen.
I was trying to see if it would work because you get a you
Shout
get a
out to my guy
defensive.
Heck right there. Shout out Heck.
Yo, Heck, what up, baby?
I
You
know
get a
you had
defensive.
BT on, bro. Shout out to you. I reposted. I was in your stream. watching the Knicks, listening. Great stream, by the way.
Yeah, I saw it too. It was very good, Hector.
Yeah, it was awesome. He had a lot of good convo.
You get a defensive guard for a defensive guard, and then you get a lockdown center who's a better
Yeah,
scorer.
Davion Mitchell's one of like the best point of attack defenders in basketball. Like,
But
I don't.
that's
I don't
all.
see.
I kind of try to put it together. I'm like, yo, it would be even.
You might be able to get Deuce for him.
Just straight up.
Probably.
No, but then again, if that's the case, I'd rather the
Just
whole
keep
point
Deuce.
is to get Bam.
Right.
It was to kind of get Bam.
To get Bam, you got to give up OG.
Damn, son. Because
that's
you
it.
know why? Because I'm looking at it from what you said about Leon Rose. He tends to deal guys on the last year of their contract. So if they're gonna if they don't think they're gonna pay Mitch and you get something back, it could work. But like you said, you have to give up OG.
So if I was to deal Mitch, the only deal I would put him in a deal would be for Walker Kessler, but he's out for the year.
Oh yeah, bro, and he's injury prone. See, that's the thing.
Yeah, I think other than this year, he plays.
Does he?
He plays.
I heard Utah likes him, but they're like he's always hurt.
I think you're thinking of
Pirtle. I'm talking. Oh no.
You're thinking of Pirtle, the other white center.
Marketing.
Mark.
I think Mark. Yeah.
I like him too. Actually,
yeah, no, he's good.
I like him.
He's good. I just feel bad for those guys because you just don't know what their process is with Utah. That's why I feel bad.
I mean,
that process is going to take a really long time.
Let me ask you this. If a marketing deal presented itself for Cat, would you be on that?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Because I like Lauri Markkanen a lot. But
Me too.
I said, it goes back to the chemistry thing.
I'm pulling that fucking trigger, bro. I'm sorry. I'm doing it. Yo, he's the second option.
Yeah.
I know he's going to hit shots. He's going to stretch the floor just like Cat. He's not going to get those rebounds. But maybe you get Kessler for next year in that deal? I don't know.
No. You know what, though? If that's the case, then I'm putting Mitch as – I have to start Mitch at that point. If you bring Mitch back –
they're going to want Mitch, but Mitch ain't going to stay in – will he stay there, though? He's a free agent.
I think if he goes back to Leon Rose and says, yo, I love it here. Like I've built it. Like,
but once he's on Utah, he can't come back. He's done. We can
no. I'm talking about if they trade for him in the offseason. I mean, if they try to get him in the offseason. But again, if you try to get him in the offseason without having to involve Mitch and you pay Mitch, it could work. It's just if they're gonna pay Mitch, I don't know.
Well, the Knicks got to do whatever it takes to keep Mitch, keep Deuce. You got to keep him. I know he's probably gonna get you $1 million, but even if you're over the second apron for 1 year, who cares?
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Let's look to this right here. McLean, my guy, and Mets Twitter.
Yo, my guy McLean.
And Kolek is a stud. Every team he's on the floor, offense moves
smoothly.
I mean, Kolek, yes, I like it, but get rid of Towns for who? For Lauri Markkanen?
Right.
Or Freak, yes. For Bam, yes. For Zion Williamson,
that's kind of why I'm not too crazy about the Giannis trade right now, guys. I know Knicks fans want him. You guys gotta understand, Leon Rose put us in a tough position in terms of trying to get that deal done because of the fact that, listen, the Bucks understand that they're playing very bad right now. You think they're gonna trade one of their franchise player for just anything? No, there's a reason why Shams literally put it out there like, yo, I just want y'all to know, like, this is what they want. So
and it's young players, multiple first-round picks,
right.
Probably some kind of good player, good starter. Like it's a huge package.
The only team that not only, excuse me, I'm gonna take that back. There's a couple teams that can do it. The one off the top of my list, Eddie, that I'm scared if they do it is OKC. Because they have the picks. Because they have the picks to do it, and they got the players. If OKC gets Giannis, bro,
how about we? All right, so you know who's going out in that trade?
We're done.
If OKC gets Giannis, you know who's going out in that trade?
Williams
and
iHeart.
Yes.
Yeah, iHeart.
I'm finding a way to get iHeart back here.
Can he be traded again?
Yes.
After he gets traded,
you can reroute him. It's because you got to do it all in one. It would be a 3-team trade.
Oh, it have to be a 3. Okay, so how? Okay, so what would your 3? Okay, so that would have to be Okay, how does
I
that work?
mean, it's.
See, but that's what I'm saying. You OKC is not gonna just give Ihar up for nothing. They're paying this dude 80,
They're gonna give him up for
87 mil.
freak.
No, right. But they want to make sure that in a 3-team deal, if they're gonna, because
I
they
mean,
gotta
look,
agree to
the
that
only
too.
problem with iHeart's got to match that 28 million. Now, you could throw Mitch in there. You could throw Yabu in there. Now you're up to like 18 million.
You get Ihar back, which is
Shit,
that's your center.
I don't know if it'll work.
Nah, it wouldn't, right?
It
Right, it wouldn't.
unless you want to put Mikhail in it.
But it depends. It depends
It-
who I'm getting back from
yeah,
Mikhail.
you got to get like if you could find a way to get Dante back with iHeart, then yes, I'll throw Mikhail in that. But like no. So
Yo,
McLean, my guy, what do you say? Gonna be tough without OG. I agree on that. Can't make the trade in my opinion. Feels like yeah. I don't think it's happening. Period.
I don't think it's happening either. They don't
Yeah,
have the assets for what Bucks are asking for. But like I said, if Sam Presti just says, "Yo,
he's got it.
I'm gonna put my balls on the table and say, y'all can all kiss my ass," and I'm
Here's
gonna
10
say,
first round picks. Fuck you.
honestly, it's like the Dodgers
Right,
at
it's
this point.
over.
No, it's
It's
done.
over.
I love my Knicks.
I got another scary one for you. Yeah, freak to
Minnesota?
Detroit.
Mm.
The East is over. It's done.
Oh no, we're done. No, we're done. We're done. No,
It's
we're
over.
done. Especially the way Cade plays.
Oh my
No.
god! And the two of
Oh
them
no.
together, the way
No,
the
no,
floor
no.
spacing.
That pick and roll is gonna be nasty. That pick and
But
roll, they're gonna kill Cat. They're gonna kill Cat.
but they would have to give up one of their. Probably Jalen is gone in that deal for Detroit.
That's good. That's okay. It doesn't hurt them. It doesn't hurt them.
He's a physical guy though. Giannis isn't really physical.
Right. But you know what though? At the end of the day, I think because they still got a little bit of defense on that team, they're not risking a lot. So see, Detroit is good on that. I'm talking OKC. I think okay, you kind of give up a little bit of defense with Jalen Williams, but other than that,
let me ask you, where and let me. I should like really announce
another team that could really do it is Minnesota.
For what? For freak?
Yeah,
but they don't have the picks though.
Shams was talking about that they might not
with Jaden McDaniels, right?
Right. That the Milwaukee might be interested in if Minnesota does pick up the phone, that they might do it. So you talking about Anthony Edwards and fucking and Greek Freak? That's oh boy,
I don't know, man.
Or pair him up with Steph Curry and
yeah, and they got their own picks. But who are they giving up? Who's their young talent? Who's their young talent?
You're gonna have to
Podziemski.
Podziemski and Kuminga is gonna have to go in that deal.
I don't think that's enough.
No, of course, but they got their own.
Because think about the offseason. If they want to get J-Dub, who would you rather have? Podziemski and Kuminga or J-Dub?
Oh no, J-Dub. Hell no.
Right,
no,
right.
Course.
So like, I would do that. Oh, here's a good question.
Would you trade for Drew? For Drew, it depends. It depends what Portland's asking for. Because remember, they
you know what the trade's gonna be.
But it would be Mikhail.
It's gonna be Mikhail.
Yeah,
it's gonna be Mikhail and Yabo.
What'd you do? No, I'm fine with that.
Yo, 2 weeks ago I was good with it. I don't think I'm doing it now. Why, and the reason I'm gonna do that because, bro, do you really want to give up a guy you get paid 5 first-round picks for fucking Drew Holiday making 34, 36, 38 million on age 38 season? I don't know.
But don't you think of Drew Holiday with his veteran experience and how he's not a scorer, but again, he's a facilitator. You don't kind of think that helps us in a way?
For 1 year, it does.
I mean, you're trying to win now.
Right, but for 1 year, and then you're paying him to the age. I think it's a bad move. I think it's a bad move for the Knicks.
Because the right. Now that you're saying that, I'm looking at it.
It's a bad move. Mikhail, Drew's a better defender. He's more of a physical defender, and he's not like heading. It's not like he was 3-4 years ago or even 2 years ago. But for the money, I'm not paying that dude to age 38, $40 million. I can't do it. Sorry, Jen. I want to do it.
Yeah, Milwaukee kind of. Jesus, what a cut.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. A lot of trades
Yeah,
on the
so
table.
then then there's no point of trading McHale then, honestly. You rather just stick with him.
Unless he's part of a package that nets you a better team. You know what I'm
That's what I'm
saying?
saying. It would have to
If
you would
it's
have to
like him and OG out for Freak, okay, I'll do it.
if
Like
they take
that,
that trade up.
yes.
Right.
But like even
It would
then,
still hurt.
the
It
Knicks
would still
won't win a
hurt.
thing this year.
Yeah, it would still hurt. Because again, you're kind of giving up something defensively. You're giving up a score, an elite scorer in OG because he could shoot the three. Giannis can't really shoot the three consistently. He could get to the rack. They both could get to the rack, but then you're giving up a solid defender in McHale and one of the best mid rangers in the fucking league. So again,
Yeah.
kind of now I see that. But if you break it down like that, I see why Leon Rose probably is not going to pull the trigger.
Yeah. I mean, it's just
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
just
want to pay
too
that
much.
guy to age 38. It's one thing if he's making $20 million. That's different. It's just it's so hard with the NBA. You got to match the contracts. Like I would love to get like DeMar DeRozan here. Like he like off the bench as a sixth man, he'd be perfect, but he just makes too much money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like even
And
like
he's
Malik
still on the
Monk.
Chicago deal, right?
What's that?
He's still on he's on a brand new deal with Sacramento, right?
Yeah, he's got like one more year. That's it. He's making 25 million. It's straight. Uh Even like a guy like Malik Monk, I like. But again, you got to send out 18 million for him. And that's why it's so hard. Like there's no scorers making $6 million
Yeah.
besides like
Yeah.
Sadiq. And Sadiq, would you really
Is a
consider him a
starter.
scorer or would you consider more of him a defensive two-way wing? That's how I
He
see.
could. I mean, yeah. I mean, he could score. The problem is, like you said, I think what hurts it is he's a starter. Like
Right.
you can't really get that. If the Pelicans are like, listen, all right, you want to trade him? Give me this, give me that, and it's like, do we really want to give that to a Pelicans team that is not really?
That's what I
What I'm saying?
mean.
Like, I get it. Yeah. Right.
It's tough.
It's tough. Yeah, they might as well just go get Jose Alvarado at this point and just call it a day.
I wonder what the offer would be for Alvarado.
I don't think
Because I'm gonna think they don't want Yabo. What do you think? It's 3 seconds, probably, right? Like it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be more costly than people think.
3 seconds.
Or the Washington 2 picks.
Not even that. Nah, I'd probably keep the Washington pick.
Well, they're both gonna be second rounders.
Yeah, but at least
it's gonna be early second rounders.
But that's what I'm saying. Didn't they say that Washington pick would be worth something in terms of a top second rounder? Like, wouldn't that?
I mean, yes, but again,
what the hell was Nick fans?
Are you really gonna find a franchise
guy
changer in the second
rounder?
Like, you know what I mean?
You're not gonna find a lot of Nikola.
Like a scratch off ticket, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
the only player to come out of the second round who became a superstar right now is Nikola Jokic.
Nikola. I mean, there's other guys too, but
yeah, the one that comes to mind, like off the best, is Jokic.
Yeah, of course, he's the one. Yeah. But like, I don't know, man. Second rounders are really not worth that much to me. And the Knicks have like 7, like over the next few years, so it's not like crazy.
Right. So we just don't have no first round picks, and that's
the problem. We'll have 2 this summer, but like that's another thing too. Like I don't want to trade for Freak and then give up all our swaps, give up all our firsts, and then after this team peaks, we're in salary cap hell. We have no draft picks. Like, I don't want to be there. Like, after this run is done, blow it the fuck up Presti style. Trade Brunson, trade all these guys while their value's here. Get 5 first-round picks for Jalen Brunson. Get some young talent. Get a bunch for OG. And get what you can, and then just, like, build like the Rockets did it. And then eventually, when you want to make a superstar move, do it. You could do it again. How do you feel about that?
Gee, this fan base is gonna fucking go nuts. I don't think they can handle another rebuild. I mean, I can because I see.
But it wouldn't be a rebuild. Like if you think about it, like
it'd be a retool. Is what you're saying. Like the Mets, right? The Mets kind of retooled by getting rid of their core and kind of bringing in new guys to still keep them in that playoff echelon.
Yeah, but it's harder to make the playoffs in baseball than it is basketball, right? Like
would
you would be rebuilding, but you're going to get such a good return for a Jalen Brunson. And again, I'm talking like not this year, not like after maybe next year or the year after. If we don't win, we can't win a chip, then you break it up. I give the Knicks like 2 more years. That's it.
I just don't see him
And trade them while you got it. Like you
I just
don't
don't
want to be.
right,
Do we
right.
want to
No, no,
get
no.
fucked
I
like
hear
we
what you
were with Carmelo Anthony and
I
get
hear what you
nothing back for him?
I hear what you're saying. I just don't think they're gonna trade Brunson. I think it's hard for them to do it.
I get it, but
You know why? Because they
you
put so
kind of
much
got to
around
be
this kid.
calculated, though, bro.
Yeah, no, I know. I know.
Like do
I mean,
you
they did it with OKC did it with Westbrook.
right? And they did it with
So
Paul George too. I mean, Paul George was the
no, but I'm
was,
talking about in terms of well, I mean, Jalen Brunson's not he didn't come up through our franchise, but in terms of a franchise guy, like he's basically taking the city behind him and put him on his shoulder. OKC is not afraid to give those guys up when they need to. So I see
but
what
like top. But if you're like again, and I'm talking crazy right now, I'm just saying if you can't win a chip with
you
this
might as
group
well.
and you got
Yeah,
nothing else to give, do you really want to be in salary cap hell? Do you really want to be paying like even if we get Freak and it's just Brunson and Freak and let's say God forbid Freak declines because Freak can't hit a shot.
no.
If he declines at all athletically, you're not in the best position.
And
Hold it
he's
down for
30.
2 minutes.
Yeah, and he's 31 right now. So you're talking about a guy right now that, yes, he's still in the prime of his career, but once he starts getting older, you don't necessarily know if you're gonna get that same production from Giannis that you're gonna get right now. And again, it would put the Knicks in a tough position. I just don't see them getting Giannis. And listen, if they do, go, go cool, go out there, try to win a chip. But to me, it's not even about the assets for me when it comes to the Knicks. It's about the chemistry that they've built. Yes, Cat is struggling, but I think what messed them up in terms of the inconsistencies that everybody keeps talking about, call me crazy. It's the coach. It's the coach. Remember, Mikhail came here. Mikhail came here when Tibbs was here, right? Cat came here when Tibbs was here. Now I get that. Oh, Tom Thibodeau was gone because Mikhail called him out in an interview. You're a grown ass man. Find a way to make it work. You just made the Eastern Conference Finals with this guy. Find a way to make it work. I believe that if they didn't fire Tom Thibodeau and they would have kept him, I don't think we would have been this inconsistent. Because again, Tom Thibodeau has his guys, and you have guys that are here that found a way to work under Tom Thibodeau. Yes, he has his flaws, and I've been on record. Eddie has heard me multiple times say, "Yo, Tibbs has to go," but you kind of shut that up when you're realizing that there's certain things that are working. Where you're like, I don't really like this coach, but it's working for the guys and it's working for the team. We're winning. We found some way to gel. Cool. He should have been here for another year. It's plain and simple.
Because you got the most out of Cat.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, as much as everybody wants to say, yo, it's Cat, it's Cat, it's Cat. Again, I urge Knicks fans to really take the time and look at it from a player's perspective. It's never played under Mike Brown. It's not easy for a player to be like, yeah, I'm just gonna follow your system and it'll work. No, it's not easy. It's not. Every player has to adjust to that system. Now, yes, it worked for Jalen Brunson, but it doesn't
It
work
worked
for
last year too. To be fair, it worked up until Game 1 versus Indiana. It worked.
right. But you know why I don't think I can't really you still would run it back anyways. That was just a mental fuck. But you're still come on, they got to the Eastern Conference Finals, and enough is said. You just don't break that up. That you know what I'm saying? Like,
Unless you know it's like a Giannis, like
right.
unless
And it
you know.
wasn't that bad. The worst that it got was Mikhail saying what he said about Tibbs. And that was before the playoffs. So I again, to me, I just think that a lot of the struggles is not even just about the play. I think it has to do with the entire system. Now, of course, there are a lot of things I give Mike Brown for doing differently that Tibbs never did, but at the same time, you can't be ignorant to a lot of these things. You got to call it out. It's 50-50 on both sides. There are great things that Mike Brown has done as a coach that Tom Thibodeau didn't do good as a coach. There's no Greeks in Oklahoma.
That's hilarious, by the way. She's right.
She's right. She's absolutely
She's 100%.
right.
What the hell is in Oklahoma City? Oh, I don't even know. I only know about Oklahoma City is like that show with Sylvester Stallone. I think was it the mob show or some shit?
Yo, I don't even think SGA hangs around OKC. I think he just goes home. He just waits for the
He
summer.
just goes up to Canada and is like, I'm out of here. This is actually a pretty good question.
What is the ceiling of this team? Eddie, I'll let you answer that. Because you kind of described
right now. All right. Jennifer, if you're asking right now, right this moment, the ceiling of this team is the finals. I don't think we'll beat the team that comes out of the West. Now, maybe we get lucky. You never know. I think that's a ceiling, finals. But if I'm really going to say that with all my heart, we got to beat Detroit. We have to beat them one game this regular season.
Unless Detroit gets eliminated out the first round, then yeah.
True, but I'm just saying, like, I think it's finals, but I got to see what we do against Detroit in the next game. What's your ceiling, Tom?
I agree. Now I'm a little bit of a homer. I think it's winning the NBA Finals. But again, that's also added with they gotta play differently to beat Detroit. No, they
physically.
You gotta play physical. You gotta put your foot on their neck. You have
1,000%.
You gotta show a different side that you have not shown. You see how everybody keeps calling this team scared, they're weak. You gotta push that aside. You gotta show
they're not when they play together, they're not.
They're not, but you that has to go. That's 7 games of just straight bully ball and straight like, yo, y'all not beating us. Like, yeah, y'all won the conference. Y'all not beating us. Like, it has to be that. Because I'm gonna be honest with you right now, there's nobody on that Detroit team that could stop Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson is gonna get his 30 points whenever he wants.
But remember the way they played him in that game. Right. They shut him down and
right.
Especially in the second half, not so much in the first half.
Oh no. Right.
First quarter he went off.
Right. They made their
adjustments.
But you're right. But Jalen Brunson is also good at making adjustments as well against the defense.
True.
So again, it's a Nick and Knack thing. At the end of the day, I worry about what my other offensive scores are going to do. What are we going to get out of Mikal? What are we going to get out of OG? And what the hell is Cat going to do when the pressure is on him? Are we going to see this Cat? Or are we going to see a Cat that's going to try to force shit up, try to complain, not let the game come to him? And that's where it's like, okay, this is where this team is going to get to. And they need all 3 of those guys to score. It's not just Brunson. There are going to be nights where Brunson doesn't have it. They're going to be doubling Brunson almost
tonight,
the entire way through. Right.
Except and again, I think the Lakers are good. Like, I don't think they're trash.
They're top 5 right now.
Yeah. Oh no, I think they moved down a little bit. They're top 7. I think. Yeah, they're like down to 7. They're down to the play-in now.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah.
The last time I checked, they were like 5th in the Western
Conference. They're 7th.
No.
Yeah, before you were on, I went through the standings. I think I got it over here.
I wonder what that is. Is that because do you think that has anything to do with because Austin Reeves is not playing? Because he was fucking hot.
Yeah, Phoenix took them. Phoenix took them out. Phoenix is 11 games over. They're 10 games over.
Yo, Phoenix is a fucking problem.
Right. I don't think they're a championship problem, but they are going to give whoever faces them.
No, they're going to give somebody.
It's going to go like 7 games.
No. Oh yeah. No.
Like they play physical too. Very physical.
Who I think could also give them. Who I think Phoenix could give a problem too. That I don't think people are real. Minnesota.
See, I'm a little down on Minnesota this year.
No, I am too. But you know, everybody still kind of looks at Minnesota like, oh, they could get back to the Western Conference. I think if they run into Phoenix, I think that's a 7-game series.
Exactly. I think the Phoenix will give them a 7-game series. I think matches up. Phoenix would play San Antonio. I think San Antonio will win, but it won't be ezy. San Antonio might even get knocked out.
That's a good one. That's a good matchup.
That's how it matches up right now.
You put Dylan. Yeah. and then Devin Booker.
Wemby will get his, but
Wemby will get
they
his.
could play defense, Phoenix, for sure.
That's a defensive That's a defensive matchup.
To touch on Nate's point real quick, I was high on Philly as well, but after this PED suspension of Paul George, I think that screwed their season.
Yo, Eddie, I meant to tell you that when that came on my phone, bro. You know how bad I was laughing.
I thought he got suspended for like doing blow or something.
I was in tears, bro. I had everybody around me. They were like, "Yo, why are you laughing so hard?" And I showed them, and they're like, "Are you serious?" At this point in his career, yo, because I can't stand Philly. See, I hate the Celtics. Right, my hatred for the Celtics is like at another level.
Okay,
but the Phillies right there, just because they talk a lot of shit for a team that hasn't done anything.
Nothing.
So when this happens, first of all, I laughed at them when they paid Paul George that money.
That was overpaid.
It was stupid. It was way stupid. But then the same guy that's supposed to be your number 2 option, right? Well, number 3 per se, because it's Maxey, MB, and then him. For that to happen. That's inexcusable. That can't happen, especially now when you're actually playing solid ball. Like that can't happen. If I'm
do we know what he was doing? Like,
no,
it was definitely a PED, right?
No, yeah, because he violated the anti.
It wasn't like a party drug like cocaine or nothing like that, right?
Well, even if it was that, I think he still would have gotten suspended.
No, but it was implied that it was PED.
If I haven't seen it, but if it is, bro, that just shows you that he's dropping.
And that was foolish because the momentum was going up for them a lot. Like, and now they're
contributing.
And even exactly. He was, I think, 17 points a game, which isn't great, but his shooting was up over the last 20 games. So he was coming around because again he missed time as usual.
Right, but then
after that, I don't really fear the Sixers anymore. I think we got him.
Well, look, he's gone for 25 games.
Yeah.
The reason why I agree with you, whether people think you're crazy or not, is because what if he comes back after those 25 games and he doesn't do shit?
Right.
You know that adds more pressure on VJ now.
Of course. and he's a rookie.
Right. So again, if I'm Philly,
wait a second. He's saying it was heroin. No way. Heroin, get the
Paul PG too smart of a dude to go that.
Come on, he's on the needle.
He's probably on PEDs because he knows he's slowing down. He's older. He's not scoring like he used to be when he was with the Clippers. That's what it is. If it's 100% PEDs, it's guaranteed. He didn't think they were gonna test him, and he took something, and he's facing his suspension for it.
I'm gonna give you a guy who I think the Knicks can get, and I think it would be a really good fit. What do you think of Gary Trent Jr. from the Bucks?
You don't think
he's making $3.6 million? Get him over here. Get him off the bench. He could shoot.
You don't think he's older now though?
He is, but it's not like it's a big pay.
Okay,
$3.6 million. What will he cost? 2 seconds, 1 second? Not a lot.
In terms of money.
I think that's Bobby Portis would be another guy I'd be interested, but Bobby Portis
makes 15, right? 16,
13.4. So Mitch has to go. I'm not doing that.
No,
he'd be good. It would be a good fit though.
No, but for Mitch, no.
Ryan Rollins. I'd love to get Ryan Rollins. I don't think they're trading him though.
No, he shoots great for them. That's one guy.
17 points a game. He'd be perfect off the bench. And then Kuzma, 22 million. I ain't doing it.
Nah, if you're talking about Washington Wizards, Kuzma,
not Bucks Kuzma. No, thank you.
No, you're good.
But Gary Trent for 3.6 mil. Okay, I'd consider that. They're gonna break it up. Yeah. Sure, I'll take them.
I feel bad for Milwaukee. I know we have our own issues, but Jesus Christ, I feel bad for that fan base, man.
Let's see.
Listen, they got a championship out of Giannis, so At least they got
He's
something.
not on heroin, Nate. I appreciate you saying. I don't think he's on heroin though, bro. I don't think he could play
You
professional
know, yo,
basketball on heroin.
Nate, you know who's on heroin? Your GM for the Jets, Woody Johnson. That's who's on heroin because he's running you guys through the mud. I'm a
No, he's on
Giants
the other
fan.
stuff. What's it called? Fentanyl.
Defensive,
Fentanyl.
bro.
He's
I'm
on
a
the other
Giants
stuff.
fan, but my GM ain't that bad.
Oh
Hell
my
no.
goodness.
Hell no. Woody Johnson's just on there's Will Ponds and then there's Woody Johnson.
Right.
Like it's just whoo. Yeah, I wouldn't want to deal with that.
I don't know about this stuff. I don't know what to tell you with this.
Kobe volume or Sandix.
It's from what I understand, it's PEDs, brother.
Yeah, it's probably
I don't
he's
think it's
probably
like
fucking with us. No,
prescriptions.
he's probably fucking with us. It probably is
Yeah,
PEDs, but
yeah, it's PEDs. He might be a Philly fan, maybe. Who knows?
he's probably
I
happy.
don't
He's
know.
probably happy. He's probably just like, yeah, I didn't want that bump to begin with. Get him out.
He got you on the Jets though. He knows it.
He's like, our owner smokes crack. That's the issue.
Yep.
Yes. As a football fan, bro, it's just clear as day.
Bro, I don't
Feel
even
bad for
watch
Jet
the
fans.
Jets. I don't even waste my time.
There's no
They're my
point
team.
because, bro, there's no point. Why? Because your owner doesn't care. So if the owner doesn't care, why should the fans?
No.
It's the same shit. It's the same shit every year.
Like they're the ones that should have got your coach, the guy you just hired. No.
Oh, you talking about Harbaugh?
Giant, yeah, Harbaugh.
No, Harbaugh been wanted to come here. That's why the Giants got him so easy. And he has a relationship. He has a relationship with our owner. Like him.
What did you think the Eugenio Suarez deal? I called it, by the way. I told you he was going to the Reds.
I didn't see it coming because I didn't think the Reds were gonna be that.
No, they said they wanted to spend a little bit, and I knew they were gonna get him because he was good with them.
Yeah,
like 5 years ago.
Hey, listen, he wasn't gonna get nothing higher. So
I mean, he's all or nothing. He's literally all or nothing.
It's the best thing
he he does not walk. He doesn't do anything. Like Schwarber and Alonso at least walk.
Yeah.
This dude could crank out 50 homers, but he can't. He don't get on base at all.
Listen, if David Stearns wanted to be a G and say, "Yo, we'll give you a 1 or 2 year deal as a DH," I'll do it. Sign me up any day.
I think I would have done that before, like the Bichette and all that stuff. But now, nah.
No, but you know why that's a risk you'll be good with because Bochette's here. And because you got a Luis Robert Jr. See, if they would have just did that by itself, then you're talking about okay. I don't know, but
appreciate you. Yeah, man. Hit that sub. Appreciate you, Chris. I think we covered everything Knicks, man. I don't know. I don't think there's not much else. 6-0.
Beautiful game.
We're gonna get probably to 7-0 after Washington, and if we lose to Denver, I don't even care, to be honest. I'm okay with it.
That might be a toss-up. We tend to, you know why? Because we tend
play
to
well
play Denver. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
At home, not so much over there.
No, but you know what? They
I know the last few years we have played them well in Denver, but
yeah, it's never a blowout against them though. Have you noticed that? Like it's always a back and forth with them. It's never a blowout.
One year, I think last year, the first game we kicked their ass, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah,
no, we did.
Cat had like a really big game or OG. One of them.
I think it was Cat because that was one of the games where he actually scored well against Joker. But then again, Joker's not a really good defender like that, so you're kind of like it's like a different type.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Cat and Brunson. It's the same.
Yeah, right. So,
but he just does
it's just Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray just finds ways to score, bro. And you're like, you can't stop this dude.
Yeah, and then they got guys like Bruce Brown, and they got a lot of things.
And then you got fucking Aaron Gordon.
Yo, appreciate you, Chris. I really do, man. Appreciate it. Thanks, Nate. Appreciate you, man. Everybody on YouTube, I appreciate you guys. I just put this channel up, so you see my short. We always do the post game.
Yeah, you got the what's his name, Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon, that's another guy that's coming. Bro, ever since
he fits well there.
He turned it around. Coming out of Orlando, I was like, man, this kid's gonna be nothing. His only highlight of his career was a dunk contest against Zach.
Right. But
then he goes to fucking Denver. He became
a 3-and-D guy.
I said, yo, I didn't think that was possible.
Yeah.
I was like, look at that.
No, he changed his whole game. Like he was like if you remember, he was like a post guy. Like he was scoring in the paint. He wasn't like doing that. So it's crazy.
Championship out of it, man. That's how you win, man.
Appreciate you, brother, man. Appreciate you. What's this? Knicks won a title back then. Would that be a Ewing
That-
jersey instead of a Jordan jersey behind you? Probably. Yes, probably.
You know what's funny?
I
I'm looking at. I was
I am
just.
not the biggest Patrick Ewing fan. To answer your questions,
Where's your
I saw
Ewing
you.
jersey?
I'm not like a '90s Knicks guy. No, like I saw them win, but they never got over the hump.
I mean
It
that
was
that's a that
really they should
that's a
have
goaded list.
they needed to add another star next to Patrick, and Allen Houston wasn't that big of a star. They should have added Reggie Miller, but they didn't, or they should have added Michael Jordan, but that's a story for another day. No, no, Bill. John Starks was not a star. He wasn't. He was a six man at best. Yes, yes. I'm just
Uh, that's
telling you the
that's
truth.
that's a good lineup right there. You got the Soto jersey right next to Soto is Jordan and Brunson right there in the middle. And you got him against Kobe. You got him right next to Kobe.
Yep,
That's a
Kobe, and then I got all my bobbleheads. I got Kobe. I got Jordan. I got Mike Tyson. I got I got
Eddie,
AI
Eddie,
Curry.
Look at this comment right here by Nate Judds. Ewan is the reason my son never practices or uses the
There you
finger.
go. There you go. And that's one of the reasons that I'm not a big like Ewing. Like
Oh man, yo, I swear he's giving Nick fans so much trauma with that finger roll, bro. It's so funny.
you weren't even born then, bro.
Nah,
Like it's
nah, bro. I
yeah.
get people
I'm not
in
like
all.
a bit like so. Like again, I was young then, and like to me, it was like they failed.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they failed. I was more in touch with the 99 team than I was the 94 team, even though the 94 team went to 7 against the Rockets
But that 99 team, they went to the finals against San Antonio with like
as the
no pressure,
AC.
right? Right.
No. They had pressure
Did
because
they?
yeah, because
Because I know they
Miami
came
Heat.
out the 8th seed.
No,
Because I
my
know
it
they
was
came out.
my it was Miami and
Uh-huh.
Indiana that was supposed to win because Jordan had retired, and
Yes, yes.
Miami and Indiana always were like like this close to beating Jordan. Like Indiana took Jordan to 7.
Right. Yeah,
So
yes.
it
I
was
forgot
like,
about that.
yo, Indiana or Miami's going to win the
Yeah.
East. And the
Yeah.
Knicks always played well against Miami after Pat Riley left.
Yeah.
And, Indiana always had, we had battles versus them. So we went out, we just won. If Ewing didn't get hurt, that series against San Antonio might have went a different way. But we lost in 5. So really the Rockets series was closer.
We could
So
have
I
had a
guess
chip
the better team was 94, but I guess
if
I'm telling you from my perspective, I kind of was more dialed in than in 99 just because of the age and shit like that.
right. Damn, that would be a funny story. If we would have Patrick Ewing, probably could have won a title in '99.
So, yeah, I mean, if you go back to the summer of 96 when the Knicks had cap space, the plan A was Jordan,
Was Jordan. Yeah, I
right?
remember
And that
that.
was real. That was like really going to happen. Whatever happened, whatever. Second plan B was trade for Barkley and sign Reggie Miller. Barkley didn't want to
Ooh.
do it, but
Why?
Reggie Miller was.
Wait, but why did Barkley say no?
I think he
Did they
wanted to
say
go to
why?
Rockets. So he fucked us. He fucked us from getting Reggie Miller. If we got Reggie Miller,
We're
we
talking about
probably
Charles
win in
Barkley.
'99.
We're
Because
talking
it's
about Charles.
No, it was Charles Barkley, Reggie Miller with Ewing.
He want to go to the Rockets. He didn't win shit with the Rockets.
No, and he was kind of done by then.
Oh,
But
also, he was over
you
there.
would have had prime Reggie Miller for like 4 or 5 seasons.
Oh, right.
So that might have
Also,
been enough with Ewing to maybe get past the Bulls. So that was where they blew it because they brought in Larry Johnson, who kind of wasn't what he was on the Hornets. They brought in Chris Childs, who wasn't really a point guard. And then they brought in Allen Houston, who was the best out of them, but wasn't Reggie Miller. So, oh yeah, look, why Barkley went there. Probably.
That's every athlete that goes to Texas, man. Every athlete that plays in
Jacob
Texas,
DeGrom.
the Grom's a perfect example, bro.
Exactly. And Brandon Nimmo just so happened to go to Texas.
But you know what though? Yeah, Nimmo. I mean, Nimmo had no choice, but I could kind of see Nimmo being happy, like
Oh, he's gonna love it there. He's gonna love it there. I was watching DeGrom. DeGrom was at a Cavs game. He was hanging out with Spider. Did you see that?
Yes, that Spider did a post
You
for
like
that.
gave him a tour or whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, appreciate you, Nets. Appreciate you, brother.
yeah. That was
But yeah, man, tell the people where to find you, bro.
yeah, man. I mean, for those of you that watch all the time, you already know where to find me at Top Bunk Sports, X, Instagram, TikTok. Subscribe to the Top Bunk Sports YouTube channel. I'll have a video tomorrow about the game. So I'll have all the breakdowns and all that. And again, just talking about my teams. I'll be talking Mets pretty soon with the Seven Express. Shout out to Chris Torres. Shout out to AP. We'll get back into that.
You
But
guys
other
do
than
like
that,
a
man,
round table over there, right now? Like you have like a
just us
round table
three.
going.
Yeah, it's just us three. It's more of just conversation than it is, trying to make it about an actual show. You just get different opinions,
Yeah,
and
I'm
that's
gonna
kind
try
of
to do the post games for the Mets, but we'll see.
yeah. It's we keep it to a day. We write down everything that we know about every game, and when we get to the episode, we'll discuss everything and kind of just keep it
Yeah,
easy instead of having to. The Knicks, it's a little bit easier because the Knicks they'll play at night and they'll finish
it's
to
every
where you
couple
still have to.
days too.
Right, it's not every day. So
Right.
it's like so
What?
it's a little bit easier.
Last thing before you go, what's your
Yeah.
take on the Lindor WBC?
I'm glad. It's sad in a way
It's
because,
kind of fucked up.
yeah, but
What is it? The
then
insurance is like, what's the story with that Lindor no WBC? Like, what happened?
so he ended up getting a elbow something in his elbow. It was like an inflation and he had to go get surgery for that. And while it's still healing and the whole insurance thing is like, yo, if you get hurt, you're not gonna get paid for that. Like,
Right,
that's completely out of your MLB contract. So that's basically what it is. You don't get insurance for that. You don't get insurance for getting hurt. You know
right.
what I'm saying? You get hurt, you get hurt. That's on you. That's not on
And
your
it's weird
team.
because the WBC is an extension of MLB. It's an MLB event. Am I
Right.
wrong?
But it's also a choice.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
That's why. So, for example, anybody that's probably gonna be like, "Well, Edwin Diaz got hurt." Yeah, Steve Cohen paid out of his own pocket for Edwin Diaz to get the rehab and the
Wow.
recovery. That was all Steve Cohen. Steve Cohen put him up in a suite. Steve Cohen had him in a private jet
Steve
to go
Cohen
to
probably
his
could
thing.
have said "fuck you" and not paid him, right?
Exactly. But again, that's his closer. He understood what that meant to him, playing for his country and getting hurt like that. Like Steve Cohen's a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? He's putting his
Yeah,
money out there to make sure that's out of his own money. That wasn't team money. So
correct.
that's insurance. You know what I'm saying?
So,
There's
but
no insurance in that.
you being a Boricua, are you upset over Lindor? Not.
I'm more of a Dominican. So
Oh, I
I'm
thought
more
you were.
going for the
Oh,
no,
my
no, I
bad.
am. I'm Puerto Rican. No, 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 no. I'm half Puerto Rican. I'm more closer to the Dominican side than I'm Puerto
So
Rican.
you choose the
So
Dominican Republic over Puerto Rico then?
any day of the week,
Oh, wow.
and I'll stand on that. Yeah, and there's no hate to my Puerto Ricans. There's no disrespect whatsoever.
Is it
It's
because they're
just
better, or it's just
no.
that's how you are?
I've even before that. I've always had that. I've always been more towards my Dominican side than to the Puerto Rican side. Like I don't really show that much support for Puerto Rico like that. Like I'll go and I love
Are
the
you more
country.
Dominican than you're Puerto Rican? Was that why?
Yes,
Or okay,
yes, but I'm not
gotcha.
afraid
But
to tell anybody that
you
I'm
were
half.
more raised. Is it you? Do you support Dominican customs? Like, is that what it is? Like,
I was more raised on the Dominican side than I was Puerto Rican side. Like
gotcha, gotcha.
it's I don't like I'll go to Puerto Rico. I'll enjoy it. It's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. But I'm more on my Dominican side. So like when it comes to like basketball on the Olympics or when it comes to WBC. When it comes to the Caribbean series, I'm all Dominican. So with Lindor personally, I do feel bad for the guy, but I also think it's a good thing for the Mets because he'll be healthy for spring training. He'll be ready for opening day, and that's what matters the most out of
I don't
WBC.
know though, man. I kind of think it would have helped Lindor. Like, get off. He always gets up to that slow
Kind of
start. Like,
right.
I
You know
don't
what
know.
though? But with that elbow, it could be something
Yeah,
to where maybe he does miss opening day because it gets worse. So you just don't want to take any of those risks. There's a reason why Carlos Correa is not playing because Carlos Correa said, "Listen,
it's contract too.
his contract plus of his ankle injuries, if he gets hurt, he doesn't get it.
Yeah, he ain't getting that bread.
He himself backed out of it. They didn't tell him. See, Lindor, they had to tell him like, listen, you can't because of that, you can't play.
That's
But with
crazy.
Correa said, nope. Otani's not playing.
No,
Otani's
he's
not going
not
to be pitching.
pitching,
He's not pitching, and
which is
that's
crazy.
something Japan wanted. Japan wants him to pitch, but he said
Of
no.
course, I would want him to pitch too.
They're not. They don't want to take that risk. So
I guess the
that's
Dodgers.
why I don't
I
know if you
understand it.
saw. I don't know if you saw the article about the president of the Puerto Rican team for WBC, where he said he's
Is that
considering.
Yadier?
No.
Yadier's the
That's the
manager,
trainer.
right?
Right. They're considering dropping out of the tournament because of that.
Because of Lindor?
Because of Lindor and Korea. And because of the
Wow.
whole yeah.
Oh man, I wouldn't drop out of a tournament. You gotta. I mean, bro, look at what's in there. Like, there's teams like England has a team.
Great Britain, right?
Israel has
Yeah.
a team. Italy has a team coached by Mike Piazza. I mean,
But those guys are paying for their own players' things. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of
right,
like
right. I mean, like
after
those
them,
guys are. There's like not even. I don't think there's any Major League Baseball players. I mean, there might be a couple of them.
like
I'm
for
like,
example, Mark Vientos. Mark Vientos is going to play for Nicaragua in
really?
the World Baseball Classic. Yeah, he's going to be
I
a
didn't know
third
he was
baseman.
Nicaraguan.
He's
I thought he was
Nicaraguan and
Venezuelan.
no, he's Nicaraguan and Dominican. So he's going to be playing for them.
Yeah,
And
it's like what's his name? The kid on Seattle plays for Mexico. The guy I love who used to be on the Rays.
a Rosarena.
Yeah, he plays for
Yeah.
Mexico. It's crazy.
The only difference with that is that he's fully Cuban. He did the whatchamacallit.
Didn't he like live there or something like that? Like
He did his thing. Oh my god, whatchamacallit. The thing that they do when you want to become like a resident over there, oh my god. Like if somebody wants to become an American citizen, what
like a visa or something like that.
right, he did that for Mexico. So he's a Mexican
Got you.
citizen. So then he
Got
ended
you.
up playing for them,
So he was
as
loyal
a
to them for giving him
right
that's
for
cool.
giving an opportunity because remember
That's
he
dope.
defected
That's
out of
dope on his part. I always
he
respected
defected
that
out of
about him.
Cuba. He went straight. His family's in Mexico, so it's kind of like it's like a thank you. It's like
Yeah, that's
So
dope.
I
That's
always
dope.
thought that was dope.
I
And they
love
had
the
a good team.
WBC, man.
I know where it's like the one time where like all like Yankee fans and Met fans could come together to support like one country or whatever. I'll tell you
Right.
one thing though, USA is stacked. That USA team is oh my god.
I don't know. I think it's DR, Japan, and then
In
US.
USA, no, it's us. It's us three. It's us three. It's us
I
three. And then
I
if you
don't
want to,
think
and then if
I don't think US has the pitching. Is Skeens
no,
pitching?
no. Look at Eddie. Look at their rotation.
Skeens
Look
is
at
pitching?
no Skeens. I don't think Skeens is pitching, but I think Schoolboy is. However,
Schoolboy is.
I think
Okay,
so.
so
I
that
think so.
changed because I didn't see that.
Don't quote me on that. But still, look at their pitching rotation. You'll be very
They got
impressed
the hitting for sure.
for sure. But look at their rotation. You'll be very impressed. I promise you.
I'm
I
gonna look it up
promise
right
you.
now, as a matter of fact.
Look it up. I promise you. I
Ugh.
promise you. You'll trust me. Trust me.
Let me get this. Paul, it's
Oh
headlined
no,
by
sorry. Skeens is pitching. Yes, he is.
Skeens and Schoolboy, actually. Okay. Joe
Yeah.
Ryan, Clay Holmes, Logan Webb. They don't have much after the top two.
No, but still, David Bednar, Clay Holmes, Griffin Jacks, Brad Keller, Kershaw, and whatever.
Mason Miller.
Nolan McLean, Mason Miller, Joe Ryan, Paul Skeens, Tyree Skubal, Logan Webb. Like Jesus
That's
Christ,
actually pretty good. I'm looking at the
Bro.
roster right now.
Look at the catchers: Kyle Riley, Will Smith, and then you're talking about infielders. You got Alex Bregman, Ernie Clement, Gunnar Henderson, Bryce Young, Bobby Witt. Outfielders: Byron Buxton, Corbin Carroll, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Yeah,
and then
they're
Aaron
pretty
Judge.
stacked.
And then your DH is Kyle Schwarber. Jesus Christ, bro.
Okay. But Dominican's good too. DR's good too.
No. Yeah. You see, if I'm gonna hype up USA, I at least gotta go to my guys real quick. Just so
Yeah. Let me get that roster.
I got you right now. Hold on, because Team USA.
Is Mike Trout playing for USA or no?
No,
I guess not.
He wasn't on that list. Give me a second, because if they had it on this list, on this website, whatever. Okay, yeah. Oh, that's why USA has its own website. Oh, Okay. All right, I got it right here. Give me a second. Here we go. All right. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, so look at this. Do we have it here? Why?
This is the Dominican Republic team.
Yes.
And remember, we can't forget about Japan either, because they're stacked
No.
too.
Correct.
And we don't even
Yeah.
know like half these dudes, but you know they're professionals.
Right. Okay, so this is all right. So it says roster commitments right here. Yep. So right now you have for the Dominican Republic, you have Sandy Alcantara, Byron Bello, Junior Caminero,
I think you froze up.
Carlos Estevez,
You
Vladimir
froze
Guerrero
up.
Jr.
Give
Am
me
I
the
good now?
rotation again. Is
Am I good
Alcantara?
now? Okay. So it doesn't give me the like everything separately like USA. But for your pitching, you have Sandy Alcantara, you
Excellent.
have Brian Bello, the starter for the Red Sox.
Very good.
You have Sir Anthony Dominguez,
Very good.
Camilo Duval,
Okay.
Carlos Estevez. You
Solid.
got Wandy Peralta. You
He's
got
good.
Dennis. You got Dennis Santana. You got Luis Severino, Gregory Soto. So those are the pitching as of right now that have 100% committed. And then if
Wow.
you're talking about the bats, you're talking about Junior Caminero, which is the star for the Rays,
Yeah.
O'Neal Cruz, Yanier Diaz, and then you're talking about Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Ketel Marte, Geraldo Perdomo,
Stacked.
Julio Rodriguez, and you dude coming off the bench in Ahmed Rosario, right? We know who he is. Carlos Santana, Juan Soto, and Fernando Tatis Jr.
That's a roster. They're good. They're really good.
So
Yo, you think it was LeBron's last game?
the game was more competitive tonight as the Knicks. No,
I don't think so either.
I think he has one more year left before he
I
goes.
do too. I think he's gonna get the Kobe send off.
Right. Yeah.
With that said, bro, I think we covered everything. We've been here over 2 hours. So appreciate the audience. Appreciate everybody. Follow Top Bunk across all social media. If you're not following me at Garden City, that's CITI Media on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. I'll be here. We'll be here next game. I think it's Wednesday. With that
Yes.
said, good night, everybody. Peace.